Welcome back everybody to another episode on the single player Let's Play series world. How you doing today? I hope you're having a really good day. I'm having a super good day. I'm over here at the Mesa Plaza, and I was thinking to myself, I think our Mesa is missing something. I was just flying around and I just had this idea. Do I not have any bone meal? Jeez. Yeah, I figured I wanted to throw a couple mushrooms into here because I feel like it would look kind of cool. It's right next to a roofed forest, and there's lots of mushrooms on the ground and stuff, so I figured I would maybe put a couple big ones. Let's go grab some bone meal and see if we can find a cool spot for one of these guys. Anyway, hope you're having a really good day. I know I said that, but I mean it. I'm having a really good day. It snowed here for me in real life, so it's all snowy and it's all quiet, and oh man, it's a good day to play some Minecraft, grind away, do some stuff. I got a couple really fun things planned for today. We're going to finish up the mob farm, or then we're going to go over to the Enderman farm, hopefully finish that off as well. So let me think about this for a second. Where do I want to put one of these mushrooms? I think over here, kind of like near the forest, but just slightly into our mesa area, so it's like it came from there and it's just barely made it over to here. So what about like about like right here? It seems like kind of a good spot. Let's plop this down. I don't know if this works this way actually. It used to be that there's a special little method of growing mushrooms where you put them into a water block, but I'm going to try it like this because I think I've seen this before. Oh, and we can't do it on there, so I'm going to have to grab like a podzol block or something like that. Let's see, do I have any podzol hanging out? That's something I forgot in this area. I need to add some podzol around here. That's not right. Okay, do I got anything in here? Nope. Aha. Okay, let's try this out. Aha, it did work. Cool. That's pretty cool. You can just bone meal them now. I don't know when they changed that, but that's pretty awesome. Okay, let's get a better look. Let's get a sky, an aerial vantage. Whoa, that was some weird laggy stuff. Oh yeah, that's pretty cool. Cool. So I think I'm gonna add a couple more of those like into here, but I want to be really sparse about it. I want only like a couple of them, because I think I could overdo that really quickly. Yeah, that's cool. I want to blend that in a little more. I think if I'm gonna do that, I've got to put more dark oak, which I really do want to do. I want to put some dark oak into there because I don't want it to just be a mono culture of trees. I want a couple tree variants. Anyway, I was thinking about something we could do here to start the episode off, and I realized that one of these shulkers, he wasn't actually on the slab, so he's kind of asking for me to move him around. Okay, so let's move this guy. I had a plan where I think I'm going to move him over to the mob farm because I can get all the way over there in the water, and then it's a perfect little area to put him in a cool spot. So I'm going to move him over there, try and figure out what I'm going to do with him. Yeah, now BRB. So this guy's shooting bullets out the backside. So can we just like back this dude up? No, don't hit me. Hit the freaking cow. Oh, I got him. Yeah, nice. Oh, that's hilarious. Alright, so I was thinking about how we were going to activate our shulker because we don't want it shooting at us all the time. So I'm looking at inputs and stuff, and I had this idea. This redstone block has two states. Did it just turn into its second state? Interesting. So when it receives an update or something like that, it'll turn into its on state. So we should be able to use this to power a bud-powered piston, to update a bud-powered piston, and give it a pulse. So I'm just going to test this out real quick. Okay, our bud piston is working, so let's take this guy out of here. Put it back. Okay, it's in its default state. Now the question is, if we shoot it with an arrow, will it trigger the piston? No, it doesn't. Oh, I thought for sure that was going to work. What happens if we no, we can't take the arrow because it's an infinity arrow. Well that is kind of a bust right there. Yeah, because I wanted a target. I want to be down on the pad and shoot at the shulker and have him open up his little trapdoor so we can get shot by the projectile. So, Oh, interesting. I wonder how far that would work from. That's kind of a funny idea. I'm gonna, yeah, I'm gonna try and figure this out. I think that there's some potential here. Maybe not for what we're doing today, but certainly for something else. Maybe let's put a lamp down just so it's real obvious if we do hit it. Okay. You can see what I'm doing here. This is kind of like a wireless redstone, isn't it? Like vertical wireless redstone. If this is, you know, reliable, which I really don't think it's going to be very reliable. Oh! Yep, so that's a problem. How cool is that, though? Maybe there's like a maximum that you don't want to go very far past the maximum, so, you know, make sure to keep your accuracy. How about right here? Let's try it that high. What? Oh, that was weird. Weird, so the arrow didn't even hit the button, but it still activated it. Looks like a little bit of a discrepancy with lag or something like that. Interesting. So, obviously you can see what I'm doing. The idea there is we'd have a trapdoor that's preventing the shulker from shooting at us, and then when we do that, it'll open the trapdoor up. And obviously when the arrow despawns, the trapdoor will shut. We could even like have it be where we float by the arrow and pick it up on our way through, because you can pick up arrows from a dispenser. Huh. Interesting. Okay, I'm thinking. Brain is turning. Gears are moving. So, I'm making a little spot for this guy to hang out. So, if you weren't aware of how this works, basically you block every other block that he can go towards except for the exact one that you want him to go to. And he should teleport there, so that's what we're doing. Let's see. How am I going to make this work? Should I put a redstone lamp down here? Oh, but it's always going to be active because it's a redstone block. So maybe we shouldn't do a redstone block. I was going to do that because it was just a cool color and stuff like that. So let's change that over to mushroom. So I brought those just in case because it's similar. Okay. Let's get our glass back here. Let's build ourselves a little bit of platform to drop down onto. So the idea is we're going to use that dispenser trick with the arrow. Maybe even get another guy over here so you can make this elevator twice as tall. I'm not going to go all the way up to the top, obviously, guys. This is just to be able to get me launched up there to fly. So yeah, I figured it would just be kind of a fun way to do that. Got to use these shulkers for something, right? Okay, let's see. Button on the bottom. So if we activate that, we got to figure out how it's going to activate our trapdoor to unlock, you know, to unblock the guy's sight line. So I don't think that's in the right spot, actually. The guy's going to be right here. Let's simulate the shulker by putting a block down. That's going to be where he's going to be. Okay, so it looks like we got a little bit more designing to do. Brought some other glass. All right. Ooh. Hello. I've spoken a little too soon. What about this deal? Oh, that seems like it might be doing something that I like. Okay, hold on a minute. I'm going to try this out. One way or another, I realized this a second ago, like one way or another, I want to get the guy in here. So let's try and figure that out. I think it'll be just as simple as, let's open this up actually. It's just doing that. I'm pretty sure he'll teleport into there. I don't think there's any other surfaces for him to be on. There's buttons on all sides of here, so he can't go on those. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he has to go into this block right in here, and there's nowhere else for him to be, I think. Yeah, so let's give this a shot. Another thing, too, is that if he does teleport up there, we could break the block that he's on, and he'll teleport again, so we could even make a platform higher up and move him to a higher up platform. Pretty cool, which we might want to do, because we might want to have him start from higher up. Oops. So we'll actually end up, you know, levitating higher up, too. So he can hit us again, maybe is what I'm trying to say, before we fall. Okay. Okay, I've never done this before, but I'm pretty sure this should work. You can't teleport to slabs, chests, anything like that. There's nowhere else for him to go. The only spot within his radius is the top of that block right there. So, here goes nothing. How interesting. Look at that. Okay, he's going to teleport in a minute. We can jump on him. How weird. Oh, that's pretty weird. Yeah, hit me again. I want to levitate more. Hit me again. Hit me again. Come on. Like, when you want them to hit you, they can't. And when you don't want them, they will. Okay, okay, okay. Hopefully this guy will teleport. I don't know if maybe... Ooh, actually, I'm realizing he probably doesn't want to because there's a block of glass above there. Can we stop floating, please? Thank you. Okay. There we go. Wow, that was pretty cool. You saw exactly how that worked. All right, we got to box this guy in with a little bit more glass. I think if we put the glass back, he should be fine. It should just be his teleport mechanic was what was preventing him from doing that. Okay, we got to do this before he freaking makes us levitate again. It's so annoying. All right, looks like he's trapped. Is he trapped? And is he going to teleport? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we're safe. Alright. This is not working. Not only is the arrow horribly inaccurate from that distance, but he can't even hit us. I tried switching the trapdoor. It's not working. Yeah, so the issue is how do we get this out of the way without putting a giant block here with a torch on top? Huh, so we're going to have to maybe put another block somewhere else, like... no matter what, there's going to have to be a big opaque block somewhere. That's kind of frustrating. So let's put it just like in front. Would that look okay? We're working with such a small little space here that every single block is just real necessary. And it's going to change the look of it so greatly. Okay, we need a button. Front. Alright, so he can't see me. Let's shoot the thing and see if he can see me. What? Are you serious? That is so a hit on the button. Okay. There we go. That was kind of weird how it went up and then down. Huh, interesting. So can you hit me again before... Yeah, you can. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. We want him to be able to shoot a bunch of bullets at us so we can get super, super high up. Are we going to... Oh, we're about to... Oh, we got hit again. Alright, well, let's just try this one more time, just to make sure we didn't, make sure it works more than once. Okay. So we would like to fly now, Mr. Shulker. That sucks. I want an easier way to shoot that with a bow. I'm gonna have to figure something out. What? And his projectiles suck, too. Come on, hit me, mister. Hit me! Hit me! Alright, there you go. This is so inefficient and stupid. Oh my gosh. Not only that, but you've got to, like, keep track of, like, when you're going to stop levitating. Okay. Yeah, hit me again. That's fine. That's fine. He's just so stupid. There has to be a thing to do with these guys. Like, come on, Mojang. Can you make this a little bit more useful for us? Oh, man. Anyway, it seems like it does the trick. I just need something to start flying, and it's kind of a fun way to do it. We could obviously still use the Ender Pearl method as well. Anyway, I'm going to move over onto the end project for today. I finished building some platforms and stuff, and I've been working on the redstone, trying to figure out how I'm going to do it, and I think I've got an idea. So we're going to pop over there, try and figure things out, building on the end farm. Oh, BRB. The first platform we built was at the wrong height. It was too low, and so that's actually this height right here. This platform is at the same height of the first one we built. So I had to rip it out, make a platform a little bit higher. And that is because we are going to compress these guys into that one block hole. And I also got my endermite up here. You can see they're all pissed off. There's an endermite in that minecart. He's name tagged, so he's not going to despawn. And they're not dropping down there easily because they, it needs trapdoors and stuff like that. So we're going to try and figure out here today how to compress these guys into a one block area. Now, it's totally inefficient to do so. It's not something that you need to do. Honestly, if you're going to build one of these yourself, build your platform, stick your endermite up here, and just put trapdoors around a 3x3 hole with a trapdoor in the middle, or a solid block in the middle or something like that, and they're going to fall into a 3x3 area. It's going to be super good, super fast, but this is just like a technical challenge for me, because I think it'll be fun to try and squeeze these guys all down into one hole, and the way I'm going to do it, I think, is with pistons. So I'm going to try and work some stuff out here. So how did I do that? We had torches. Okay, so I think I'm figuring this out. Looks like I got our first layer done. So all we got to do now is figure out the second part, that being where they go from a 3x1 to a 1x1, and I think it'll just happen in one layer, so it should be pretty easy. I should be able to figure this out. Then it'll just be a situation of like, I want all of their fall damage to be identical, so I think that the way that this is in the center, what we could do is we could probably put like a pillar coming down from there, so guys can't fall directly into here. They have to, you know, step down and stuff so they don't take damage until they fall. Okay, think that I got everything explained. I think I got it all built. Let's try to patch this up. And oh yeah, I forgot some blocks up here and some torches and stuff, obviously. But yeah, so I'm working it out. This is a little bit of a process, but I think I got something pretty cool here. Okay, let's clear some stuff out. Let's give this a little test run and let's figure out that next layer. Okay, well, I found the first problem with this farm concept. And that is, if you don't have an ender pearl or your elytra wings because you died for like the third time today, frustration, you can't get through the portal. So this means a bunch of different things. So we could do a lot of different things here. We could break some bedrock, maybe, which would be something I would be into trying. It'd be really difficult though because we aren't able to do the whole lazy chunk thing because the end isn't big enough. Mojang. So yeah, so that's going to be weird. We could break some bedrock and stuff. The other option is maybe we could transport some of those ender pearls when we do build the farm over to here. That way there'll always be some over here in case we need to use them. We can grab some out of a chest that's like hanging out here, and that way we can get through this freaking portal. Oh my gosh. Anyway, I'm just trying to get one ender pearl so we can get through there. There we go. Okay, sweet. Okay. So I don't think he's going to move. I think that if we set him in position, I don't think he's going to move. You can see it's working. Oh, and we forgot to name tag him. No. Why are you... How can he hit me out of... That's so ridiculous. Game, come on. Really? Really? He just despawned? Okay, so now he shouldn't move. I'm pretty sure I did a little bit of testing and I haven't seen him move from that position. If he does move, then what we can do is we can put that rail back and have a couple slabs here to prevent him from moving, and I think the guys might be able to see him still. But that's what we're trying to do here is we're trying to get a 360 degree range of view so they can all see this guy no matter where they're coming from. You can see that that guy can't see him because this block's in the way. See that? So we'd have to take all the blocks away so the guys can see him from all the directions, but hopefully he won't move if we do that. So let's try it out here. We might have to not be close to him. You know, it might be because he's like aggro at us. He might move to try and get to us. So let's try and step back and break these blocks. All right, so instantly it's working there, but they don't want to drop down. Uh-oh. Okay, well, the first thing we got to figure out is one of these can't be a sticky piston because it's grabbing the thing from the other side. So if we want this trapdoor here, we got to have only one of them sticky. So here's what's going on, is they're going into here, and then from this middle one, they're being pushed into the center, and then that's too far for them to fall down. So what we could do is a few different things. I think the simplest way to fix that problem would be to raise up the block that they fall onto, and so there'll be a one-hit kill from my super nice sword, and we'll just use this for this farm. So we'll just keep an ender chest nearby, and the mending from the XP that we get from these guys will repair it, so that won't be an issue, which is pretty cool. So I think that we could fix the problem like that really easily. Okay, I have no idea if this is going to do anything, but I just switched some of the timings around. So these repeaters, I put on more of a delay. See that? There's a couple ticks of delay in there. I have a feeling that it might help, because I think what's going on is the game's lagging out because there's so much stuff to process with all of these Endermen that it, like, you know, it skips a tick or whatever. So I think that maybe slowing it down might help that. Why? Come on! Translocation. God. All right, let's back up, see if any guys spawn, and see if that kind of fixed that problem. Are they all hanging out down there? And that's why there's no guys. Okay. We really need to take that tower out. That's messing with the spawn algorithm a lot. Alright, so yeah, I mean, I you know, should have helped, should have worked. What about, why is that guy just standing there? That was kind of weird. I don't think that'll be that big of a deal because it'll kind of solve itself, the problem will solve itself, but what if we, like, did something else here? I'm thinking like something like that. I mean, I know the light's probably not the best thing for this area, but, I mean, honestly, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. We could put a brewing stand. Yeah, let's do that. Let's put a brewing stand. I just need something that's not a full block. I'm thinking that might be affecting stuff. I mean, I think the hitbox here might be a full block too. Interesting. Yeah, let's try that out. Let's see what that does. I was thinking iron bars or something too. Can you still get in there? You sure can. Uh-huh. Okay, so now every single guy that falls down here... Oh, look at that. They're getting squirted out the sides. We might need some more blocks over here. We might need solid blocks and not slabs for this part of it. Okay, so what we want to see now is we want to see literally no Enderman die unless we are killing them ourselves. If any guys fall and take damage, then this might have to have a serious redesign. But for now, I think it seems like it's working pretty well, doesn't it? There's still this problem. We're gonna fix this problem. I'm just waiting on doing that until we have this really nailed down. If we make a roof out of water for this area, then guys won't teleport away from that block. Seems to me, let's get this item out of here because that's kind of messing with my brain. Yeah. I haven't seen any guys take damage yet. Or, I mean, die from fall damage yet. Uh-huh. Alright, well, before I wrap up the episode, it's getting to be that time, figured I would talk about one more thing that's pretty important here to us. By the way, I just got reminded, check out how I've got this set up. If you use these detector rails and space them out like this, your minecart won't leave without you. Just a quick little tip. Okay, so there's something that's been going on here. Somebody mentioned it in my comments, actually. So thank you to you. I'm so sorry I'm forgetting your name. I don't have it in front of me here, but yeah, I was talking to somebody on my comment section about how this gold farm, they've actually built one that's real similar to this. So kudos to you. This is a big project, buddy. But yeah, it's not working for him as it was working for me in the episode where I showed this off. And I haven't actually talked about this, so I wanted to update you guys. So a lot of things have changed since the update, and one of the things that I'm the most bummed out about is the rates for how much gold you get from these guys. Let's anger our pigmen. Anger the first pigman. Hopefully that should start it off. Sometimes you got to do it more than one time, but if you just leave one of these guys up here to be mad at you, then it should work fine. Yeah, so the rates for this farm have just significantly decreased. Like, to the extent, it's like 95% slower than it used to be. I'm not even joking. Like this has taken me 4 hours, 5 hours, like, maybe not 4, I don't even know, multiple hours with my looting sword out, trying to get these gold nuggets built up so I can make more carrots, all that stuff. Yeah, and it's taken me hours. Before the update, that amount of gold would probably take me like 25 minutes. Yeah, so it's a pretty considerable difference. I don't know if that's a bug or not. I've noticed a lot of other changes with the loot table for other mobs as well. So I'll talk about that in another video when I have more conclusive evidence or whatnot as to, you know, how if anything's actually changed. But this has for sure changed, like for sure. Also, you can see that it's taking a really long time to get guys to build up in here. So they definitely nerfed gold farms, whether on purpose or not. It's just another example, you know, this is another classic example, whether it's on purpose or not. They've just done something that's completely stifled the technical community and hasn't benefited pretty much anyone, because I can't think of any situation where you would need to limit the amount of gold that you could get from pigmen for people who aren't technical players. You know, if it's trying to balance the game out, Somebody who wouldn't build a giant farm like this wouldn't be affected by the high drop rate already because they're not using this kind of method. And then for people who do want to use this method, you're basically just ruining the game for them. You know, you're taking away something that's not harming anyone. And of course, this is just if this was on purpose. I'm really hoping that it wasn't and that it was just a mess up and they're going to fix it. They have been on holiday leave for a little while, so that's why they haven't been updating the game and fixing spawners and all that. But I have hope that this was an accident and that they will, like, you know, increase the rates back to normal, or at least, you know, better. Yeah, it's just another, like I said, classic example of Mojang completely ignoring the technical community, and you know, it can be really frustrating sometimes. But anyway, it's just another excuse to, like, maybe come up with a different method, or you know, just rethink the whole, you know, is this worth it and all that stuff. I still think it is worth it just for the XP alone. The XP has not changed, and it's still super amazing, and so that's how I get, you know, my mending stuff all fixed. I just fixed all my armor just in, like, you know, sitting here talking to you for just a minute. So that's still totally reason enough to build this farm, and you still do get gold. And because it's AFK, you could just leave the thing on overnight, and you'll have some gold sitting there for you. So anyway, I just wanted to address that. So thank you to you, commenter, who you know, made me aware of this. I wasn't really aware of it until you mentioned it, and then I was like, oh yeah, you're totally right. They've really decreased the rates, but yeah. Anyway, like I said, I just wanted to mention that. Oh, rant for a minute about how Mojang does their thing. I really wish that they would think about the technical community a little more, because there's quite a lot of people who like this kind of thing. And like I said, it's not harming the people who don't. So anyway, I think that's going to have to do it for me for today. I know I was just ranting for a while, but I liked it. I'll see you guys in the next episode. I hope you all have a really good day. Thank you so much for watching. Sub it if you love it. You know what to do. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Working with villagers and you're having a hard time and they're always getting in your way, just remember you can place water buckets down through their hitboxes. And if you got Depth Strider, or even you can place down a block and hop on top of it, the water's going to push them all out of the way.